Right. Hi guys. Today is Thursday the 22nd of October. This is my dad. He is. And now he's going to react to Folkestone Herald's puff piece in the newspaper, and let's just see what he says. So if you want to get closer to the camera, please, David, if you want to move forward.
I'm fine.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, last Saturday.
David, David. Just wait just for a second. Last Saturday, what?
Last Saturday was a welcoming committee from these people that have come into our part of Kent by boat or whatever other means. They are living in Napier Barracks, where they're given shelter, money, food, a laundry service, washing and toilet facilities, amongst other things. The welcoming committee describes them as refugees, not asylum seekers, but there's plenty of evidence that many are likely to be economic refugees and not from war-torn regions. Other people that were there, not the committee, outside the barracks, were described by the paper as far-right activists and trolls, but I'm sure that many of these were local residents of Folkestone and Hythe with grave concerns about what is happening. The Welcome Committee comprised, I quote, Kent Refugees Action Network, unquote. How many of them actually live in Folkestone? Also, quote, the Student Action for Refugees. How many of them live here? The man interviewed had escaped from war-torn Yemen. He said that fights break out at night and there's been an outbreak of COVID-19 in the accommodation. But, he says, the living conditions were acceptable, could be better. Food was not good, portions not enough. And how does this compare with life in the Yemen and on his journey to this country from France? They receive health care, but he claims do not use Folkestone services. Well, where do they come from? And who is paying for this?
You see, the thing about David is that David knows. So I'm going to ask you a few questions.
Okay, yes.
Questions,
yep.
right? I'll ask you a few questions, and right, and it's from this paper.
Yes, Folkestone Herald.
The Folkestone Herald. And you, as a, how old are you? 70?
Something.
70?
70 something.
70 something. Just wait, right? Listen to this, David, right, I'm going to ask you a question. Right, I'm going to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
Okay. Sometimes when we get out of the camp, I see people looking at us as if we were a herd coming out of a cage. These are the words of the asylum seeker living in Folkestone Napier Barracks, the refugee who was only asked to be identified as MS to protect his identity from far-right agitators. Am I a far-right agitator?
No. You are a resident of Folkestone.
Right.
Gravely concerned about what's going on there.
Okay. Right. So, when it says here, if we compare our place with the places we came from, then it is acceptable.
Yes, I said that, yeah, acceptable. But could be better. The
Right.
food was not good, and portions were not enough.
What about this then, David, when it says, sadly, after taking to social media to thank the groups, the far right have been outside the camps filming of them like animals.
Far right and trolls. These are local residents who are very concerned and quite naturally want to know what's going on and quite naturally want to take some photographs. And indeed, I know that some of them are saying to the people in the accommodation, can we help you? How did you get here? What's the accommodation like? Not, what the hell are you doing? Bugger off back to France.
So if I ask you, I'll ask you this final question. Do you feel safe here in Folkestone? Well, you're in Hythe. I live in Folkestone. Do you feel safe?
Now the barracks must be about 10-15 minutes walk from where I live. It's a nice quiet town, but there are shops there, there are young people there, there are young girls there. And we all know, I think, of stories about what some of these refugees or asylum seekers have done in Reading, for example, and in Glasgow. So no wonder people like me are gravely concerned about the fact there are 400 of these people living 10-15 minutes away.
Yeah. So if you want to, right, I'm going to put this up online. If there was one message that you wanted to get to my 515 subscribers, these guys and ladies that are actually subscribed and are also worried about what's happening in this country, what would you say to them about where you live, where I live? What would you say to them? What one sentence would you say?
The accommodation for these people is a damn sight better than what they were used to. We're very concerned about the way people here who are concerned about these people are described as right-wing activists. So I want there to be a rational debate about it, and I think there needs some action taken to stop them wandering about the streets in our town.
There you go. Well, there you go. So thank you very much.
Okay.
Bye.
My pleasure. Okay. Bye-bye.
No, thank you.